which relates to the government response to the statement that was made by the former president of the Republic of Zambia at a rally in Samfya. Countrymen and women, you are all aware that on the 24th of August 2024, the Citizen Party, what do they call it? Citizens First had a rally in Samfya, wherein one of the speakers at that rally was the former president of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Edgar Chagwa. At that rally, the former president made a statement to the nation wherein he stated that those policemen and the civil servants that are not going to adhere to what he perceives not to be in accordance with the law will be punished when he comes into power in 2026. I would like to address one particular limb of that particular statement. President Lungu stated that those who be found wanting, according to him, he will instruct his people and his government to follow those individuals to their homes and ensure that they are punished. Ladies and gentlemen, countrymen and women, that statement that was made by the former head of state of this country is highly irresponsible, mischievous, preposterous, and should never have been made by a person who held high office in this country. I would have had no problem whatsoever if Mr. Lungu had stated that those who be going against the law will be punished in accordance with the law when he comes to power, if ever, in 2026. But I find the statement that he and his cadres will follow people in their homes and do whatever they want to do to those people who have been found offending his party and his organization. It therefore follows that President Lungu is preaching violence against any member of the Zambia Police Service or any security wing or any public worker whom he perceives to have been found wanting. It follows that President Lungu is preaching violence against anyone who he perceives to be offending his organization. Countrymen and women, we should not forget where we're coming from. President Lungu was president of this country. And the UPND and its alliance partners were in opposition until 2021. We are all aware of the heinous crimes that were committed against the UPND members, other members of the public, and the alliance partners during the reign of former President Lungu. Is he advising us? Is he advising us that in the same vein that he is telling his people that we should be following all those who did wrong things during his period, we should be following them in their homes? Is he encouraging us to be violent against those who were in government that time? Is he now telling us, countrymen and women, that we should follow all those who were issuing illegal instructions to the Zambia Police Service and the officers of the law then? Is he telling us that all those who issued instructions to the police to arrest the current president of the Republic of Zambia over trumped up charges of treason should be followed? And should not only be followed through the process of the law, but we should follow them to their homes. Is that the advice he's giving us? Is he telling us that we should follow all those who killed Mapenzi Chibulo to their homes and not follow the law? Is he telling us that those who killed Greza Matapa in Mutendere, we should follow them in their homes? Is that the advice he's giving us as Zambians, as former president of the Republic of Zambia? Fortunately, the current president of the Republic of Zambia does not believe in lawlessness. He does not preach lawlessness like President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. No wonder during his reign there was lawlessness in this country. There was disorder. There was mayhem. There was bloodshed in this country. A lot of people were killed in this country because of his leadership. His irresponsible leadership, which preached and which continues to preach violence. The people of Zambia have never forgotten how violent the PF regime was during his reign. He's once again telling the nation that if he is given the privilege of ruling this country again, Zambia will go back to the dark days of violence. And that is what he's preaching. If an officer offends the law, why follow him to his home where there are women and children in the home? Why incite members of the public and his political party to use violence against those officers if they are found wanting? If he's not a violent man. I have no doubt in my mind that he's a violent man. And we heard for ourselves the statement that was made in Samfya. When I first saw that video, I couldn't believe it. I've never heard of any leader in this continent who could preach violence so openly.